I think probably one of the most kind of coolest experiences for us was, driving on the freeway and having somebody blow past us and literally slam on their brakes, slow down behind us to be able to get the phone number from the trailer, and then literally go up next to us, hanging their phone out the window saying, "Answer the phone, I'm calling you right now." And to, have that interaction with the customer, to see that enthusiasm. Like, I have been dying for somebody like you to be able to clean my trash cans, because I'm not interested in cleaning maggot-filled trash cans. And it's like, we're happy to do it. We've got the equipment and we can do it. That was kind of a cool experience.
Welcome back inside of Trash Chatter. My name is Victoria Conway, and today I am pleased to be joined by Jason and Corie Dahlke out of Southern California. Their company name, Outlaws. Jason and Corie, thank you guys for making some time for us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, you guys got started with an SB2 model last year in 2023. Want to bring you guys back to before you made that decision to get started. What were some of those conversations like? Who had the idea first, and how did you guys end up finding trash bin cleaning?
I pretty much came across, I was watching some YouTube shorts one day and I saw somebody doing some trash bin cleaning using, a trailer or a truck unit. And I was like, that's brilliant. Like, that's absolutely, I've never seen anything like that before. And it's definitely, kind of piqued my interest. And we had been looking at opening up one of our own businesses. So it was kind of an idea. I was like, this could be really good. We live in an area that's not, it's not well known here. And I've never seen anybody even doing it. So it was kind of a idea. And then I talked with Corie about it. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd seen that before on the internet and stuff like that, but nothing really, it didn't really pique any interest until I kind of brought it up and was like, hey, we should look into this."
Do you think you had to do some convincing for Corie? Was she on board right away, or were you a little hesitant maybe at first?
He actually did all of his research for me. And so when he brought it to my attention, he had like a whole big old folder. He had already had conversations with you and other bin cleaners and literally had everything. And it's like, I don't even want an answer right now. Here's all of my documentation, review it. And, I reviewed it and came back, like a week later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's do it. Like, I see potential. But he also used to clean all of our trash bins, like literally every 6 months. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you cleaning our trash? Right? Their trash goes in there. Why are you cleaning them? And totally makes sense after watching kind of all the videos and, why you have to clean your trash cans. Like, I didn't even think about that prior. And then again, we don't have anything in the area. And so I'm like, this is like genius, whoever,
That was really smart of you, Jason, because so many times I have conversations and people say, okay, I got to go talk to the wife. I'll be back in a couple months. So the fact that you had everything prepared for her, I think that helped a lot.
Yeah, I think it was definitely one of those things where, especially with the investment in the equipment and things like that, being able to have the information to be able to talk with her about it, and even the potential with how many houses we have in our communities, and the potential customers. I mean, that's really kind of what sold me on it, was really just the potential, the unlimited potential, because every single person that even has a trash bin, whether they rent, they own, they live in an apartment, a condo, a house, a mansion, if you have a trash bin, you're a potential customer. And that really kind of opens up to unlimited possibilities for as far as customers and things like that. So it was really being able to put all of that together, and obviously the cost of the equipment, the startup cost, a lot of things like that, being able to talk with her about it, like, hey, what do you think? And she kind of looked at me in the beginning. She's like, cleaning trash cans, huh? And I'm like, yeah, but you got to check out this video. Look at this process. Look at it. It's not just, a broom and some soap and a hose that you're doing in a driveway. Like, to me, it was like, this is like high tech.
No, absolutely. And I think the fact that it's not really saturated and there's so many homes out there gets a lot of people excited. So for you guys, I'm sure when you got the trailer, you were excited, ready to roll. But what were some of those surprises that you guys have come across in your first year in business, and especially a small business where you guys are in it together every day, which I'm sure has its own challenges and its own self.
Yeah, there's we've definitely had a lot of surprises and a lot of unique experiences. Um, I think probably just one of the biggest surprises was really just when we initially launched. In our heads, we knew that this wasn't a get rich quick, that it was going to take time to build and stuff. But really, just when we got the trailer, we were so excited and we believed in it. And we were driving around with the trailer. We probably like the second day after we got it, we just start driving around. And we expected, like, in our heads, we're thinking like people are going to come out of their houses. They're going to be like, "Hey, clean my trash cans. We've been waiting for you." And, we came home and we're just like, "Oh man, like nobody, like, where's everybody at?" So it was, just kind of a reality check of like, look, this is just, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's, I think probably the marketing piece of it, really just kind of understanding, the importance of marketing, even social media marketing. And that's probably something we didn't have a really good understanding, a really good grasp on when we came in. Really more kind of thinking like it was going to be more organic, just being out in the communities, handing out flyers, things like that. Like it would just kind of, do its own thing. But really, the importance of the marketing aspect of it was probably one of our biggest struggles.
No, and you guys are not alone in that, right? Because you're right. We think it's an awesome idea. People see it, they think it's an awesome idea, but it's a whole other thing to get them to pay you to do it. And I've seen on your Instagram, you guys have definitely been posting a lot more. What ways have you guys found success, whether it be social media, paid advertising, to kind of gain some traction with picking up clients?
I think it's really just been a combination of things. Definitely the social media. Corey's really good. She handles all of our social media posts and stuff like that. But really just repetitive marketing, being in the neighborhoods. I remember having a conversation with John Conway about being in the neighborhoods late in the afternoon, early evenings, on the weekends. Really as much as possible to really kind of get that exposure. Driving around, people see us around town. They're stopping us at stoplights. They're, flagging us down on the freeway, chasing us down the freeway, calling us, "Hey, I'm right behind you. I need my bins cleaned today." So really just having that presence. And then, flyers, just being really proactive and engaging in with people come up. Cause a lot of it's, people come out, the machine makes a lot of equipment, the turbo nozzles you run makes a lot of noise. It brings people out of the house. So really just engaging with them, taking the time to have a conversation with them, or, being polite and friendly, and, even just a simple hello, is enough to get someone engaged, that, like, oh, this is a human person who's friendly. I can actually talk to them, and now I'll ask them about their business and stuff. So it's probably just a lot of multiple things. Not one per se, I want to say that we've had really good success with, but I think overall just all of it, doing it, which is exactly what was explained to us when we went through the buying process, was really just, you've got to do multiple avenues. You can't just do, pay Facebook ads and be like, okay, I'm going to sit back and wait for all the leads to come in. That's one avenue, but also being in the communities, doing the cleanings, doing community events, Facebook, neighborhood groups, really just a lot of stuff.
I think a lot too, it's a lot of the repetitiveness. It is a newer industry, especially where we're at. And so, like, we have a lot of our new customers have been following us for almost a year, right? We've been in those communities for over a year. And now they're starting to get comfortable to be like, okay, they're going to stick around. But it's being in those communities over and over and over. It's seeing us on Facebook over and over and over, and knowing that we're not just some fly by night company that's here to take their money and then run off. So we have a lot of people that started following us on Facebook and Instagram in the very beginning, but literally just signed up maybe a month or 2 months ago and said, I wanted to see if you're going to continue coming around, what your schedule's like, etc. So I think the big thing is being repetitive.
100%. We tell everyone multiple touch points because, like you said, it's a new industry, let alone a new business coming to the area. And I think you had touched on it a little bit, Jason, about that customer service aspect. You always want to have good customer service, but I think especially when it's so new, we're proving ourselves out there, and that customer service pays dividends. Have you had any unique experiences driving the trailer around with people approaching you or their takeaways from what trash bin cleaning is and what that process looks like to them?
Yeah. So pretty much people have been very open to it. And once they're getting the service done, they're loving it. I mean, they're having such or enjoying such a good time of having their trash bins cleaned. And we'll get calls and texts and be like, "Hey, I don't even want to put trash in my trash can anymore. It smells good, it looks good. I mean, the thing hasn't looked this good since brand new." I think probably one of the most kind of coolest experiences for us was driving on the freeway and having somebody blow past us, because we're doing 55 with the trailer, and go flying past us and literally slam on their brakes, go, slow down past or behind us to be able to get the phone number from the trailer, and then literally go up next to us, hanging their phone out the window saying, "Answer the phone, I'm calling you right now." And to, have that interaction with the customer to, see that enthusiasm, like I have been dying for somebody like you to be able to clean my trash cans because I'm not interested in cleaning maggot filled trash cans. And it's like, we're happy to do it. We've got the equipment, we can do it. So that was kind of a cool experience. We've had a lot of different, interactions with customers, but just the overall, just kindness from the customers, just the appreciation, and really that, we're doing a job that, a lot of people don't want to do, and it's highly needed and needs to get done. And we're providing something that they no longer have to do, that nobody really wants to do. So
And it's the little kids too coming out and they're like, so in awe over the trailer and, him being like, "Hey, do you want to, have the lifters go up and down?" And they're like, "What, really?" So to kind of bring the kids into it too and involve them. And it's great.
Once again, here inside of Trash Chatter with Jason and Corie Dahlke out of Southern California. They started in 2023 with their company, Bin Outlaws. And we're just talking about different marketing practices as well as customer service. And one question I get a lot from people is like, who do I hire? Do I run it myself? Do you guys mind maybe walking through what your day to day looks like as you guys run this company together? Like, what would you say your roles are, and how have you guys gone about developing that?
yeah, so it's definitely I'm more in the operations, so I do a bulk of the cleanings. Corey will come out sometimes in the evenings or in the weekends, and help out and stuff like that. We've got our kids; we get them involved as well. They'll come out in the weekends or summer times. But I do a bulk of the actual operations, the maintenance on the trailer, the actual cleanings themselves, interactions with customers. Corey will answer phones. She does a lot more behind the scenes stuff as far as our marketing stuff, our billing, invoicing, answering phones, messages, interacting with customers when, usually I'm not able to if I'm out on the cleaning and stuff. So that's kind of how how kind of we handle it.
No, absolutely. And it's neat to hear different perspectives and different roles. And I think working together too, it kind of has that shared interest for both of you. It's your company together trying to make it grow. And as you guys grow and more people learn about you, do you guys feel that a lot of people still call to say, "Hey, what is this?" Or do they sign up right away? Maybe a rough percentage you think of people that go right away to the website, pay for the service, and that's it? Or do you guys have a high percentage of people that want to talk to somebody about what the service is before they commit to it?
Yeah, I think it's probably about 50-50, where we do get a lot of people that just sign up. We do have people who, will want to call. We still get phone calls that, people think it's a scam. They go, this can't be real. This isn't a thing. And we go, no, it's 100% real. I mean, we're a legitimate company. You can check us out on Google or look at our Google reviews. We can, we're happy to answer any questions. We can even, and they're like, well, I don't know if I want to pay right now. Can I pay you, after the service is done or stuff? We're like 100%. If you want to, I get it. It's a new industry. It's a new business. There is a lot of that, that happens in the world where people are getting scammed all the time. So we can 100% relate to it. So there's a lot of people, probably about 50% of our customers, have called first to ask questions. Maybe it's even just about scheduling, like, "Hey, when do you come? I got trash in my trash can. When do you come to clean it?" So just explaining some of the process and stuff. So it's probably about 50-50, but we do have a good portion where people will sign up that we've never even talked to, and we have customers we've never even seen or anything. They just, the process is seamless. It's all automated and they don't have to be home for the service to happen. So a lot of times we don't even see them.
Yeah, I always find it fascinating because some people are like, I just want them to go to my website. I'm like, there's going to be some people that want to speak to an actual person before proceeding. And it's good that you guys are open to that because it doesn't hurt to talk about it. And that obviously plays into the customer service aspect of it. I know with your dual bin trailer, do you guys dabble in pressure washing at all? Do you guys keep it strictly to bin cleaning? How does that outlook go for you all?
Yeah. So when we first started, the main goal, kind of what I wanted was to focus on the residential side of it. I really honestly didn't have much of a desire to be climbing in dumpsters and cleaning dumpsters. So
Yeah,
I kind of was like,
understandable.
let's just stick with the residential bin side of it. But it really has opened up over the last, even the last maybe few months or so. We had a school that contacted us and said, hey, we have 5 dumpsters that we need them cleaned desperately. And it was kind of one of those things. It's like, okay, well, this is an opportunity. So let's give it a shot and see how this goes, and kind of as a trial. And then, after the first dumpster, I was like, I've been missing out on this the whole entire time. This isn't really that bad. Like I was just totally in my head about just, the thought of having climb in a dumpster. I mean, I'm already doing it for trash bins, but dumpsters, are probably a lot more neglected and have a lot more use. So we've opened up to the dumpster side of cleaning with our SB2 trailer. We've done a little bit of pressure washing, more so with like the dumpster pad areas as well. We've done some little bit of sidewalks, driveways, but again, trying to really kind of focus on being really good at the residential side of it and focusing like our marketing and things like that, and using more of the pressure washing kind of on an add-on. If somebody was like, hey, my driveway is really bad, do anybody that pressure washes, and being able to be like, yeah, right, yeah, we can provide that service. But again, the dumpster portion of it is something that we've branched out into recently, where it's, again, it's another revenue stream for the trailer. And it's a very good revenue stream. And the trailer certainly can do it. So if you don't mind getting dirty and getting some elbow grease and getting down, it's definitely certainly a good revenue stream for the trailer.
Well, I'm glad that opportunity presented itself. And that's what we tell folks is focus on residential. And if someone comes your way, it doesn't hurt to at least test it out. So I'm glad it wasn't as bad as you expected. And before we wrap up here, just wanted to ask if there's any future plans you guys can share with us. Where do you see you guys as you head into 2025, over a year in business? And I know at the beginning a little bit slow, but picking up some growth as you guys have expanded a little bit.
Yeah, so we do have some plans for the future. I mean, eventually at some point we're going to need to actually hire on an employee to help out on the route. The goal is to obviously expand into multiple units, doing more of the commercial side of it, focusing on that. I think during the slow time of the season, we're going to spend a lot of time focusing on the commercial part of it, as well as, again, just trying to expand our brand and the different opportunities on the commercial side, as well as the residential side of it. But it really is just, it's growing so fast and at an incredible pace that we weren't expecting. So it's really just kind of, we're just enjoying it at the moment. And eventually I'm sure we'll be calling you guys for 2, 3, 4, 5 units, maybe, who knows?
We go.
We hope.
No, that's awesome to hear because I remember last summer you reaching out being like, it's a little bit slower than we expected. And, I had a couple chats with you guys, and it's awesome to see sticking to it and continuing to get out there is working for you all. And I think that's a great message for people in the industry. And is there any other message you would give to somebody who is maybe debating, hey, should I start my own trash bin cleaning business? What piece of advice would you leave people with?
I would definitely say it's definitely a very unique industry. And it's definitely, the biggest thing is patience, and especially for us. Like, I'm an instant gratification type person. So I like to put the work in and I want to see it come back instantly. And this is not the business that happens. This is, we've dealt with customers a year prior, maybe when we first started, and, they never signed up, they never followed through. And then, they come back around, a year later, or somebody may have handed a flyer to. Like, they have that information and they hang on to it. So maybe they weren't ready at the time, but they do come back around. So really just having patience, just grinding it out. It's really just, it's persistence, and there's days where, we do 12, 13 hours and it's just exhausting. And, where we were when we started to where we are today, seeing that kind of come full circle and going, that's the work that we've put in a year ago, 6 months ago, a month ago. Even the commercial opportunities, just, having, seeing us out about and around town going, hey, this is a company that's out here. So it really is just putting the work in, being patient with it, and making sure that, when you start, one of our biggest downfalls was not really being prepared for that advertising budget that we really needed to put into it. So really just making sure that you have that budget for advertising and not just going, hey, I'm going to kind of just do a little bit. A little bit doesn't work in this business.
And I'd say it definitely is a full-time gig, right? I've heard a lot of people, oh, I'll do this all like on the weekends, maybe the evenings. Like it literally is full-time. And so for people to understand, like you have to grind it we're 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
And we're just now after a year really seeing that return from all the hard work that we put in for the last year. And I think that that's the biggest thing that we weren't prepared for, is understanding the advertising budget that you need, right? On top of the trailer itself, and just understanding that it is a full-time position.
Yeah. And it's definitely one of those ones where you have to really put into it, and you have to be committed to it. When we started, we were like, okay, we're going to give it 2 years. And Sparkling Bins has been very supportive in a lot of ways, not only from just the startup point of it and having the panic of like, hey, we're not getting the customers that we expected, even though we had the mentality like, hey, they're not going to flock to us, but we figured we'd have a little bit more than what we currently have. And really just, you being able to walk us off that ledge and be like, it just takes time. And John Conway was really good with that as well, and different ideas on how to market, and different, just that reassurance of like, look, just do the work, put it in, trust the process, and it happens and it comes back, and it has. And so it's been really, really nice to see that. And it's really been comforting for us knowing that we have Sparkling Bins that supports us and is behind us and is only a phone call or a text message away, and even on weekends. So it's, as a small business owner, when, you're in it by yourself, it's nice to be able to have that support. So.
Well, appreciate those kind words. And I know for us, nothing's more rewarding than seeing folks like yourselves put in hard work and see it come to fruition. You guys have always been a pleasure to work with. So it's really awesome to hear that Bin Outlaws is doing well and will continue to do so. It's a testament to your hard work. And I'm glad you guys mentioned you're taking a moment to enjoy it, because we get so caught up in small business with all the little fires we put out. It's nice to just take a breather and be like, we're doing this. It's getting done one way or another. So thank you guys so much for your loyalty to Sparkling Bins, but for taking some time today to join us on Trash Chatter. It was a pleasure having you guys.
Of course, it was a
Thank you. Pleasure being here.
Once again, Trash Chatter comes out one episode every month. Make sure to like and subscribe so you get notified when new episodes drop. We have all different types of entrepreneurs from throughout the country joining us inside the podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time. Hi guys, Victoria Conway from Trash Chatter wants to promote a very exciting opportunity. Our partners at Fast Turtle are going to be doing a marketing campaign Zoom call that'll help go over the importance of email marketing for the trash bin cleaning business. It'll be called Email Marketing 101, hosted by Eric Olson, who's the founder of Clean Bin Marketing. It will be on October 17th at 10 a.m. Arizona time to learn how marketing is important for this business. We'll link that Zoom opportunity in this episode. Make sure you sign up for it. Don't miss this opportunity to get some free advice on how to grow your trash bin cleaning business.